What is up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times, and we have a feature presentation for y'all. Shout out to your boys at Wheel Collectors. Got ourselves some very classic cars, including some current ones too, in this quarantine haul. I had to say it 5 times because it is the 5th edition. The one to trump the 4th. Because coronavirus, and because pandemic, and because I barely get out to get Hot Wheels anyway. But I do know that there's this 5-pack that I desperately want that has a Lamborghini that I've been wanting since the last decade. But until I get that, I'll show you what I got over here instead. And away we go. Start off in yearly order. So we put these back here. Starting off in 1988, got ourselves some big boy stuff. Special Collector's Edition, 1988. Gets you 3 cars to race with, and a special edition car. So here's a special edition car. It is a Mercedes 540K in metal chrome with the metal base. We also got a Gulch stepper. And after that, we also got ourselves a Corvette with the Hot Ones tires on them. This ain't the only one we found, because we have another one with the Firebird Funny car, formerly called Side Splitter. 2 castings share the Side Splitter name. You'll know why in a second. But here's one of them that shared the Side Splitter name, but it's Firebird Funny car they called this one this time. And then one of my favorite, creature cars ever, next to the Arachnarod, is Vampira, and a Rescue Ranger. Because forest, and we have to save the trees like the Lorax does. But apparently, people like to cut down the trees and make the Lorax so angry, so they come out and say, "Good gosh, everyone, we got to save the trees!" Well, now, time for the actual basic cars. Going on to the classic Cobra, collector number 31. It's also called the Shelby Cobra 427SC. If you see my latest quarantine haul video, you'll note that it's called something different, and it doesn't have an opening hood like this one does. That's what it doesn't want to open up. Oh, here it goes. Here we go. It opens up. Mercedes 540K, as seen on DCRX's channel. I don't know if I got beat by this or whatnot, but this car was really great on the track itself. And a path beater, because Bywayman. By the way, collector number 164, collector number 198. Next 3 here. Got ourselves a custom Corvette. This one right here, quite frankly, looks familiar to all of our family folks out there. Somebody used to have one of these back in the day. Collector number 200. Pipe Jammer, collector number 206. This is a new model. Of course, I don't see it anymore. Don't know why. I don't know if this has been retired or whatnot. But nice to get a Pipe Jammer. And hopefully that will unjam the pipes. And this right here, Suzuki Quad Racer. Collector number 311. It's part of the Hot Hub series. It got these interesting hubcaps on there. Instead of just wheels like this. This is kind of like the early version of Cobalt wheels. But all the thing is that you got a plastic bit. And then you put another plastic bit out there to make them roll. I don't know if they roll fast, but I'm pretty sure they look really cool on castings. And you can also get them on the Cyber Cruiser, Vampira, and Shadow Jet. And I have the Shadow Jet one because I found that one in a thrift store. I think you may have seen that race a few times on my channel. Or maybe in the Hot Wheels All Out race. I know I raced on that. Next three, got ourselves the Rescue Ranger with the saw blade wheels, collector number 408. There are other cars in this one. The 55 Chevy is called something else, but side splitter. You'll know why. I know I said it before, but it's better to mention again. Here's the other splatter paint vehicle, Juice Machine, as they call it, or the 55 Chevy, collector number 410. So it seems like to me that side splitter is number 409, and then the Camaro Z28 is number 411. Also, the Chevy Nomad, collector number 502. With the 7-spoke wheels, the gold 7-spoke wheels on here. It's very rare I get cars with 7-spoke wheels. Next three, Chevy 1500 Race Team Series. Apparently, this is high price because this has rare 7-spoke wheels on it, but I don't know if this is plastic or if this body is metal, but there's a bit right here that looks like it belongs somewhere else. So either this is a plastic and metal car and I'm just bugging, or this is a metal with some plastic in between. Don't know, because I picked up another Chevy 1500 and that one is considerably light. Next up, Bonneville Funny Car. By the way, 1500s, collect number 534. You can also see the Hummer, the 31034, and the 80s Corvette in it. Bonneville Funny Car. So this one right here was also called Side Splitter. Obviously, the one I previously showed you was the Firebird Funny Car, and this is a Probe Funny Car, but they just call it Funny Car a lot. So that means I have, right now, 4 different funny cars right now. I have the Bonneville Funny Car, the Hershey's Funny Car, the Mega Graphics one, and then the Side Splitter, which had a different name for it. I think it's called Too Fast or something. But if I get a Splatter Paint Funny Car, I might have some fast-ass funny cars up in here. London Taxi, because Aisha's Taxis. If you do not know that what that means, then you need to start playing Forza Horizon 4. By the way, Bonneville Funny Cars, clip number 552. You can also get the XT3 and Hydroplane Street Rotor in this lineup. And this one, collected number 619. So Rey Mysterio is out here in his car doing 619s to a lot of people. Kind of interesting there. But yeah, London Taxi, this is a former Corgi casting. Obviously, Hot Wheels bought Corgi, and they Hot Wheelified their Corgi cars. And this is one of them that they did it to. I don't really have that much taxi cabs in my collection, but this one will do. I think there's also a London bus I got previously, but that was part of the main, or part of a, I think it was the thrift store. Yeah, I got it at a thrift store. Next up, collector number 625, we got ourselves a classic Packard. The name sounds meh because it reminds me of the Green Bay Packers. Being that I am from somewhere in the Midwest, I am a Vikings fan. So, yeah. Now, a green stripe treasure hunt. Now, interesting story. This I was gonna get my first ever treasure hunt when I was about like in my teens, like probably like I don't know 15 or 16. There was a casting called Ducati 1098R, but I put it back. So I never gotten a green stripe treasure hunt until now, and this is one of 2 that I got. But this right here is Lakester. You probably have seen Lakester before. It is a car that opens up and closes up. This is my 3rd Lakester because I got 2 other ones right there. Or right in my fantasy bins. Next, Grand Illusion. Another hard-nosed vehicle. And I put these out of order, so my bad. Next up, a Tattoos Machine vehicle. This is called Road Pirate. Now, I'm not going to focus on the fact that it's called Road Pirate, but take a look at the back here. So you see other vehicles on here: Road Pirate, Open Wide, Street Beast, Busboy, Spider Rider, Igor, Skull Rider. But look at the Dragon Wagon right there. Now, I know that this GT Racer was replaced with Speed Blaster. But if they would have kept it the same, we could have, I think I have like 29 versions of GT Racer or something like that. This could have been GT Racer number 30. But since they changed it to something else, it's still going to remain the same until Hot Wheels makes another GT Racer. Next up, a hard-nosed Merc, because Merc. Plus, this feels very heavy for some reason. It's because of all this metal on here. Next up, exclusives. Got ourselves a Chrysler 300C with them bling bling wheels. You gotta get that bling bling. You already know what it is. I need to get me some bling bling. That's what I need to get me. Torpedo, part of the Torpedoes lineup. They don't release these that often, but when they do, they look pretty rad. So this is one of the main Torpedo vehicles they have released. The other ones, I don't know if they released before. Let me know, has there ever been any Torpedoes Hot Wheels cars that have been released after their introduction in a first edition lineup called Torpedoes? And it's a raised Monte Carlo concept car. I really don't like when they do this, but when they do, some of them look great. Some of them don't really, but it's a hit and miss with this one. I like when they're like very low to the ground. Next up, here is a highway hauler, the Dragon Wagon. I got this for a couple reasons. One is a highway hauler. Number two, Full Metal Mayhem. All metal. I hope it will roll. If it is not, then, well, it's good to have it in here. Next three. Going all the way up to the greatest year of all time. No, it's not. 2009. Faster Than Ever car. Buick Grand National. I will take this out of this bunch and I will show you something in a bit with this one. We also got an XK8 Jaguar. They don't make this one anymore, and I wish this would come back. If you're going to bring back the XJ220, bring this one back. It would look good in the mainline series, trust me. Plus, it's been a while since we've seen it. And also, a 70 Chevy Chevelle. This ain't the first one I got, because there's another one I got as well, too. Next three. Couple of rare guys out here. First, a Speed Seeker that doesn't open up. It's the Hot Ones. Doesn't say Speed Seeker on the base, but they call it a Speed Seeker. It's also called Speed Machine, and also Mantis, but Mantis has these big things in the back. This is the type of green stripe treasure hunt that I seen in a store. I think it was Cub. But instead of having a Malibu, it had a Ducati 1098R. So I didn't get that. But this is another green stripe treasure hunt from the 2012 K-Case. A Chevy Malibu. I've never seen this one before. Plus, it was new to me. It's not a new car, but it's new to me. So I'm glad to get this casting in the collection. And plus, add to the green stripes. And next up, the 67 Camaro. I got this one because it was a super treasure hunt at one point. Obviously, this is not a super treasure hunt, but we're going to start stocking up on Camaros here. Alright, next up, another one of those El Camino versions that you rarely see with no engine and spoiler. It's just a little bed there. Part of the Soul series of Jukebox. Gonna take this car all the way down to the Soul Train line. And then dance. And then get back in it and ride off. Bone Shaker. All metal. Metal body. Metal base. And it has a hinge on the back of it. And also we have the Chevy 1500. Now I'm going to take this out right here. Let's watch it. Should do with the Buick Grand National here. Now I'm going to go through some of these right here. And here we go. So here are the two 1500s I got. Something tells me that some part of this is metal. And then this part right here is plastic. And they have a metal base. But look at this 1500. Plastic, and then this grill right here is part of the metal base. So it looks like this casting has been retooled in some way. And if you look right here, this obviously is plastic, but I don't know if this is plastic. And by the rivet, it looks like it's plastic. And this is also plastic, so it could just be a plastic car, but it looks like a retool on a 1500 though. Kind of interesting. I actually thought it was metal, but I really could be wrong because judging by the rivet, looks like it is plastic. But still, it's nice to get some 1500s in here. Now on to some more castings that we got right here. Some loose guys right here. This is our second Chevy Chevelle. As always, please ignore the please ignore the number on here. It's for identification purposes. And also, a 93 Camaro. They say this is part of some 25th anniversary Chevrolet 5-pack. Oh, wow. That's nice. And then, one that is near and dear to my heart is this 95 Camaro. Now, the wheels aren't the same, but this was my first Hot Wheels car ever. It did not have saw blades, although I like saw blades, or, no, F that. I love saw blades. What am I talking about? I love saw blades. This one was supposed to have, the last one I had 5-spoke wheels on it, or maybe 7-spoke wheels. And, also, it hardly even rolled good, too. But this one, yeah. So homage to my first ever Camaro. Our first ever Hot Wheels ever got. Very interesting. And I hope when Wheel Collectors release more Camaros on their site, I will get the one with the 5 spokes on it. Next up, we got a 5-pack that is just trucks. Got ourselves a Ford Bronco. Hello, O.J. Simpson. We also got a mini truck, Flash Cider, a Ram 1500 with the Goodyear stuff on it, and a Kenworth T600A. Do we have the names of the cars on the back here? No, they don't. I know newer 5-packs, they put the names on the back of these, but they didn't for this one. So I know this is a Kenworth Big Rig or Kenworth T600A or something like that. But yeah, good to get a Just Trucks 5-pack. Next up, ID cars. Wheel Collectors sells ID cars? That's a WTF moment. Yes, they do. Twin Mill. This is what we got. Series 2. Part of a Metro lineup. Look at that police on here. Threw that out the way. Hot Wheels Legends Tour. You know, the Legends Tour that I'm never going to go to, especially since there's a pandemic going on. Bone Shaker. This one is the exact same one that they give you when you start the ID app and you start racing in it. So we're glad to get this one because it reminds me of that one. It's part of the Legends Tour, 1 of 1. And then finally, Tankful. This is brand new. It uses the same cab as the Highway Hauler 3. And it still looks great to this day. And something tells me that they took the tank part idea from Fast Gassin. This is 2 out of 4. I know one of these is a T1 GTR, and there's another ID card that is also part of the lineup, I think. And let me see if I missed anything. Looks like I haven't missed anything. So finally, we have these 5, and I'll be filming these separately for a showcase video because we got Fast and the Furious Motor City Muscle. First things first, my favorite truck of all time, the Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. Very nice to get that. Also along the list, we also got a Gran Torino Sport, which you're seeing often. 87 Buick Regal GNX. Now, I'm going to stop right here because this is another car that I want to talk about too. So, here's a Grand National, and here's a Regal GNX. I don't know what they changed about it. Judging from how it looks, it literally looks the same almost. And plus, I don't think that's supposed to be like that. I don't know how this base got pushed out. I don't know. I want to take these out and look at these a little closer. And that Buick in particular because it looks messed up, but still. Also on top of that, we also got a Chevy Nova and the 61 Impala. So yeah, that will do it for today's very long quarantine Hot Wheels haul. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. If you are brand new watching this, be sure to subscribe and also turn on the notifications bell as well. It's your boy Chris Cage, and guess what? I'm coming at you 2 times, and we will see you at the next video.